Okay, hey y'all, so I'm back here with another video. So y'all know I get on this camera and I just talk when shit comes to mind. It ain't gotta be nothing particular that happens. I will literally just be thinking about some shit and it'll come to mind, and I don't have nobody to talk to right now because my dude's at work, and even if he was here, he wouldn't give a fuck. But anyway, so I was going through like my videos and stuff, cleaning stuff up, and underneath my suggestions, one of the videos that came up, because I did a video talking about called Stop Complaining About WAP, which is exactly what it sounds like, which is me explaining why people should shut the fuck up as far as complaining about the Cardi B or Meg song. But underneath that, I seen that there was a suggestion to another video from another woman, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black woman named, the name of her channel is T-E-E, I think it's Noir, because it's N-O-I-R, so T Noir. You guys should go and follow her, check her out. Her content is amazing. I just got on her today, but I love all her content so far. And something that one video that I just watched that she did, which is about how black media, you know, is portrayed and how they portray us. Pretty much talking about a couple months ago when Lakeith Stanfield, who, if y'all don't know, was like in Get Out, and he played in that customer service movie, and he's about to play in a Fred Hampton movie too. He had called out black media like a couple months ago, saying how, you know, he felt like a lot of them was like really negative and stuff. So anyway, I've been wanting to do a video about how fucking toxic the Shade Room is for such a long fucking time. But the thing about it is just, I don't give a fuck enough about the Shade Room to sit in front of my camera and actually give them any type of light of day. But let me tell you, I'm gonna get there. So let me say something. When the Shade Room first started years ago, you know, when Instagram had first came around and stuff like that, you know, I definitely subscribed and I followed to the Shade Room, because when I had first followed to when I first started following the Shade Room, they had already had maybe like 2 or 3 million people, and I only had heard about them through listening to a podcast that they do whenever they want to, but it's called Neck of the Woods. It's with Freshalina and Sriracha. They literally do that podcast whenever the fuck it is that they feel like they do it like once every 2 years, but whatever. When they was doing it consistently, a lot of their stories they would get from the Shade Room. So eventually I started, you know, following them, and I'm like, oh, okay, they pretty much keep me abreast of all of the stupid shit in the celebrity world that goes on, right? Okay. However, as time has gone on, the Shade Room has literally morphed into the Black TMZ. Personally, that's how I look at the Shade Room. I literally look at the Shade Room like the Black TMZ at this point in time. I think they just hit 20 million like followers the other day or something like that. And all these people and all these celebrities was doing all of these videos for them. It was just so confusing about some of the celebrities that was doing videos, because some of y'all that are saying congratulations to y'all have been purposefully dragged by the Shade Room over and over and over again. But whatever, we'll get there. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out, when did I stop following the Shade Room? I think I stopped following the Shade Room a couple months ago, and I can't remember specifically why. I think I was just tired of just constantly seeing negative things, and well, constantly being on my phone or constantly being on Instagram, it really fucks with your psyche and your mood when you constantly see negative ass shit. Actually, this is really what it was. It's the comments. The comments in the Shade Room in particular, and how the Shade Room sets it up for pretty much the people to act like that. That's pretty much where I was kind of done with the Shade Room, because I was tired of the ignorance within the comments and the ignorance that the Shade Room themselves was perpetuating. It was pissing me the hell off. So my whole thing is, I stopped following the Shade Room a couple months ago, maybe like at the top of this year. I think I stopped following the Shade Room, and I had started following Baller Alert again. Now let me say this about Baller Alert. When I first started following Baller Alert, I didn't realize what kind of like page it was. A Baller Alert, when it was created, was literally created so that girls could go and find out where all of the ballers was. That's why it's called Baller Alert. So when I first started following, they used to always drop like, oh, there's gonna be a party here, there's gonna be a party here, and that's all that they would do. And it was really confusing, so I stopped following them. I don't know when they changed they tone around or whatever, but it's crazy how now, if you follow Baller Alert now girl, you'll be more than satisfied. Baller Alert compared to the Shade Room right now, The difference is it's actually fucking remarkable. Baller alert, since all of this shit, I'm gonna say since the top of this year, and since all of this stuff has happened with COVID and the you know, little race, you know, I won't say riots, but you know what I'm saying, a little tearing up and the looting and the protesting. Baller Alert has done an amazing job at covering all of this in the correct way, covering it in a sense, covering it in not the sense that it's gonna try to degrade us or tear us down. They don't cover it in a way that's trying to, you know, pick an angle or try to get people or try to elicit a negative response. Baller Alert barely post anything really messy. Like, they sometimes they do, it has to be something really big for them to post it, but they really don't even post a whole lot of messy shit. And I'm talking about from when I started following really heavily, which is just this past year. If you go on Baller Alert right now, there's a whole lot of positive ass shit, and even if it's not necessarily positive, it's informative, right? The Shade Room. My biggest problem with the Shade Room is this. I don't like when companies try to act like they're empowering Black people, when at the end of the day, all you're really doing is lining your pockets and tearing us down. I'm going to tell you how. This, to me, is the ultimate example. Outside of, well, first of all, the fact that the Shade Room talk so much about being pro-Black and so much about getting these racist ass people out of here, but constantly post any and everything that have to do with the Kardashians, makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. It makes absolutely, that right there is like the foundation. That's the foundation to me of where they have it fucked up. I don't get how y'all are y'all are supposed to be a Black, quote unquote, a Black blog, right? You're supposed to be for the people, in uplifting the people, right? That's what y'all are supposed to be doing. But y'all constantly post and revel in fucking and uplift the fucking Kardashians on a constant basis. And one thing I will say is that I do see in the comments constantly, anytime y'all post them, stop posting them. Why? Why are y'all as a Black blog giving these white hoes who already have more than enough fucking publicity on every other fucking avenue that they can? Why are you giving them play here? And why are you uplifting them as if they're doing something great, when we know what the Kardashians do, specifically when it comes to Black people? That is probably the basis of my problem with the Shade Room. We could start right the fuck there as an example. But then I'm gonna tell you what really set it over. I'm gonna tell you what really set it over the top for me. A couple years ago, when that whole thing with Nate, I'm gonna call her Nasal, when Nasal E had came out and did that whole nasty ass rant about Black women and the homophobic ass rant, and that whole time the Shade Room was posting everything about it and how she was wrong and this, that, and the third. And literally a couple of weeks after that situation happened, y'all keep posting about her, posting what it is that she's doing. What kind of sense does that make? Why would y'all continuously, again, this is my thing, I would have no problem with the Shade Room doing any of this if they did not try to always set themselves up or prop themselves up as being for the culture or for the people. Y'all are not. Y'all are not. So that's my thing. If y'all are going to play this bullshit reality celebrity game, because that's what y'all do, Instagram celebrity ass game, fine. But stop trying to code it in, oh, we're here for the people. Oh, we here for y'all. Oh, we here for us. Y'all not. Because there would be no reason that y'all promote the shit that y'all do. Y'all talk about the shit that y'all do. Again, why is it after Hazel E said anything that she said, why would y'all continuously post anything about her? Why would y'all continuously promote her? Why would y'all say anything about her? We don't give a fuck about that bitch. We don't care. But here y'all go keep posting her. I'm tired. I dead. That's one part. I got tired as hell of y'all posting Masika's ass. Not because Masika did anything colorless, but who the fuck is Masika? Why is it every time? I swear, for a lot of these people, I swear, the Shade Room, y'all have to be getting money from some of these Instagram celebrities for y'all to post them as much as y'all do. Cause you know the little joke when David Chappelle did, like, at this time, like, who the fuck is wondering what Ja Rule thinks? That's my whole thing. Like, who the fuck cares what Masika thinks? And y'all always posting this bitch talking about something serious when we don't care. It's not even that we don't care. Why are you giving this bitch the platform to talk? Why are you giving her the platform about something so serious? Like, it's one thing if y'all posting about Masika talking about somebody's eyelashes, but y'all sitting up here posting about Masika talking about a fucking policy. Nobody gives a fuck, and that's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. It's not helpful at all. So that's one of my biggest problems with y'all, is that y'all claim that y'all so much for us, but the people that y'all promote on y'all page, y'all go out y'all way to do, and y'all don't have to. It's not like Nasal E is somebody that you just gotta fucking talk about, and she just can't get away from. So it's a story that you gotta talk about. It's not like Masika is somebody that, oh my gosh, if we don't talk about it, it's gonna be a whole issue. These are nobodies, and y'all continuously give these nobodies who shit on black people. I'm not talking about Masika, but I'm just saying in general, y'all do it a lot. And it's very fucking confusing. And before I go any further, I want to say that I'm tired of everybody trying to use the excuses, oh, well, black woman owns it. Well, then she needs to act like it. How about that? If a black, I know that a black woman owns the Shade Room, but the point is, why she don't act like it then? Why the fuck she don't act like it then? She act like Harvey. She, at this point, like I said, the Shade Room is the Black TMZ. Because y'all exploit the fuck out of black people. Y'all exploit our feelings. Y'all exploit what the fuck it is that we go through. Y'all don't... The way that the Shade Room exploits black people, it's fucking disgusting. And like I said, it's more so disgusting the fact that y'all try to hide it under the veil of trying to be so conscious when y'all are not. Y'all are not. Another problem that I have with them, outside of y'all uplifting people who don't do anything for the community other than tear them the fuck down, is the fact that y'all purposefully do, and I understand it's the Shade Room, so some of y'all posts are shady, fine, but some of the stuff that y'all post, y'all do purpose, y'all do to get to, let me calm down, let me say it clearly. Some of the things that y'all post, y'all know what y'all are doing, in a sense of y'all post certain things with certain captions because you're trying to elicit a specific response for people. For example, the whole situation with D-Wade, Gabby, and I can't think of the daughter's name, but the transgender daughter. Ever since that situation has happened, any fucking time that the Shade Room can post something that's gonna make it seem a little bit shady about D-Wade, they post it. And you know what? Not only do they post it, but they'll post it and they'll put a caption and put little eyes at the end. Y'all do that shit on purpose. And it's not just them. Like I said, y'all do that a lot. Y'all purposefully, and like I said, it's one thing if it's something shady, like something funny, like, oh, you know, they post a picture, oh, look how cute she is in a background, or, you know, saying, oh, look how cute she is, but her lace front is fucked up. All right, fine, fucked up, but it is what it is. But when y'all are doing this, y'all are really fucking with people's lives, and y'all are purposefully perpetuating things that don't need to be, like homophobia, like you know, being transphobic, like being colorist. These are the things that y'all post. Pause. Let me go back to somebody else that y'all uplift. Why are y'all still talking about Boosie? All of the trash ass shit that Boosie has said specifically about black people, black women, and I'm confused because a black woman owns the Shade Room, but y'all continuously post him. I just seen the other day y'all posted, oh, what's your favorite moment from Boosie? None. He is a trash ass person. And the fact that y'all yourselves have covered the colorist shit that he said, the nasty shit that he has said about black people, the nasty shit he did with his kids, and y'all continuously post him. Again, Boosie is nobody that we're jumping out the window to try to hear from, and oh my gosh, I just can't escape this. But y'all continuously post him. This is my issue with the Shade Room. This is my problem, okay? And so back to the whole thing about the post. And like I said, y'all purposefully set up the pictures and the captions to elicit disgusting responses from people. Like, that's the thing. Like, again, it's one thing if you just quote unquote small, picking on something small, but that thing about D-Wade and Gabby, and that really bothers me, because y'all do that shit on purpose, and it's not cute. But like I said, even if I take it outside of Gabby and D-Wade, y'all do that a lot. Y'all take serious ass fucking situations and then y'all post them in a way to make it so that your comments look a certain way. Y'all do that shit on purpose, and it's actually disgusting as far as I'm concerned. It really is. So pretty much I'm kind of done talking about this. But like I said, more than anything, just sit in what the fuck y'all are. Y'all are a TMZ. Sit in that. Stop being on y'all platform trying to make it seem like y'all here for the betterment of black people and the betterment of our of the culture as a whole, when y'all are not. And that's why, you want to know why? Shout out to Cardi B. That's why y'all not allowed to post her. That's why. And I will give the Shade Room this during the time. Y'all did post some positive things about Cardi, but in general, every time y'all had a chance to drag Cardi, y'all did. And that's why she told y'all to keep y'all names out your mouth. And that's why, if anybody wants to know, if you haven't seen anything about WAP or anything on the Shade Room, because they can't talk about Cardi, they can't anymore. Guess what? You can't. You blew your chance because all you want to do is be negative all the fucking time. All the time. So now, if you watch the Shade Room is very, very, very Nicki heavy. Very Nicki biased. Very much fucking so. Y'all biased with a lot of fucking people. But at the end of the day, like I said, if y'all was to keep a consistent, if y'all was to be consistent with what the fuck y'all act like is going on, I wouldn't have a problem. But and one of the biggest problems is, it's a shame that a black woman owns such a platform and uses it so irresponsibly. That's my fucking issue. Again, if y'all want to be the black TMZ, sit in that and be in that. But don't try to sit up here and try to cover all of these marches and protests and giving all links and stuff and talk about how we can do better. But then you're sitting up here posting about rappers, baby mamas arguing with each other. That's another reason why I follow the Shade Room. I don't give a fuck about none of these rappers, baby mamas arguing with each other. Nobody gives a fuck. Y'all give these people the platform, and it makes absolutely no sense. So again, stick to what the fuck it is that y'all do, which is messy ass shit, and stop trying to come up on y'all platform and try to make it seem like y'all trying to make some big fucking difference, cause y'all not. Y'all are trash. That's why I don't fucking follow y'all. I might pop my head in and out, because there is certain things that Baller Alert don't talk about, because they not as messy as y'all anymore. So I might pop my head in and out, but in general, I do not support, I do not agree. Cut the shit. I'm over the Shade Room. Bye bye.